y'all, it's Heather, and I'm so excited because I have tons of new makeup reviews for y'all. I have been shopping. I have some Ulta, some Sephora, some indie makeup, lots of things that I've been testing, trying, and I'm finally ready to share my full thoughts with you. I love testing and trying new makeup. I love sharing looks with y'all. I love trying things, first impressions, but I think it's always important to follow up. I like to really test things, try things, even products I hate. If I hate them the first time, I want to use them a different way. I want to give them a second chance, but I always like to follow up with y'all and let y'all know. After I test things, after I try things, I know what I think. I want to give you my review. Let's start with the surprise favorite. This one, I did not expect to love as much as I love this. This is the Merit The Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen SPF 45. Now, I have tried a lot of skin tints. Some of them are definitely like not really a skin tint. They're more like medium coverage foundations with skincare ingredients. I've tried a lot of SPF, like tinted SPFs that are greasy, oily mess, slip and slide around on my face. So I never know what to expect. This one from Merit though, oh my gosh, it is exactly what it says. It is just a tint. It is just a tint on your skin. I recently went to Greece and I did film a whole like pack with me. I showed you the makeup I brought, so I will link that down below for you. Check it out if you're curious. But I regret not bringing this, and I'm so happy my friend Angie and Nikvist, she brought hers. These are so sheer. I was able to use her shade and then just add a little cream bronzer on top. My shade is actually shade 14. I have used this so many different days, and this is for the days where you are thinking, I don't want to wear a foundation, but maybe I have a little discoloration on my face. Maybe I have a little redness. I tend to get redness in my face. I want a skin tint that is going to be that sheer, just kind of even things out. My skin, but better. Almost like no makeup, but it is that little bit of makeup. And I have worn this on days like that. That's my favorite way to wear it. Just very sheer, very light makeup, something like that. But I have also used this on like glam days. I'll throw on the skin tint, I'll throw on the concealer, I'll have bold eyes, and it works well with that too. Now, at the end of 12 hours, I will show you a clip so that you can see. At the end of 12 hours, if I don't touch up at all and I'm like using this full-on makeup, of course I'm going to be oily. I have oily skin. I'm living in a very humid place. My skin definitely got way oilier here at home for me than it did in Athens, where the humidity is like non-existent compared to what I'm used to. So keep that in mind. If you are oily like me, this is a skin tint. It's not an oil control. Use your mattifying primer. And if you want to, if you don't mind the glow coming through, that's good too. I don't think it looks bad. I mean, I have oily skin. It is what it is. But this skin tint, beautiful. And the shades are very sheer. So even if you get the wrong shade, I think you'll be able to make it work for sure. In addition to being sheer, this says that it is blendable and even. I do agree with that. I used it with a brush and with my fingers. It's always easy. And it says it helps smooth and blur the look of skin. Yes, it does. And it has a soft, velvety finish. I would agree with that. I think it looks like skincare on my skin. I don't think it's too radiant. I definitely don't think it's matte. I think it looks like healthy, glowy skin, and I really like that. I also want to point out that this does not feel heavy on my skin, and that's my thing with a lot of like facial SPFs is with my oily skin, with the climate I'm living in, things like that tend to feel super heavy. So I'm very skeptical of skin tints. This one does not feel heavy. It feels light and nice. I have a couple of setting sprays to share with you. Not really setting sprays as much as like finishing sprays, just makeup sprays. This first one is the Pat McGrath Glass 001 Skin Fetish Legendary Glow Setting Spray. That is a mouthful, okay? That is a mouthful. But this is from Pat McGrath. I have to say, like, something I don't like about some of Pat McGrath's packaging is they don't feel luxe like her other packaging. Her Mothership palettes, luxe. Divine. I see the luxury prices on those, right? Like some of her limited edition things, her lip products. But then some products, like her primer, was packaged this way, and this setting spray is packaged this way, where it's just like anything else with a sticker on the front. Okay, I know that's a small thing, But I do love luxurious packaging, and I expect that with Pat McGrath, and then every once in a while you get a product that's just not that. Enough about the packaging. Let's talk about setting spray. This is glowy, 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 glowy setting spray. Glass skin in a like shiny way, you know? This setting spray definitely is not for you if you have oily skin and you want all day wear, okay? I have used this and it makes my makeup so glowy, and then at like 4 hours, I'm looking way too glowy. Like I'm looking like, girl, maybe you should like wash your face, get in the shower, like that level of glow. If you have dry skin and you are constantly craving that moisture, this will give you that look. It really will. It's super glowy. It has one of those like continuous misters, but glow, okay? Think glow. It doesn't feel heavy on my face after it dries down, but I can definitely feel it like as I'm going on. It takes a minute to dry down. I always use my little fan. It's glowy. This is more for dry skin, okay? It's more for dry skin because for me, it will cut into that makeup wear time that I need. The other setting spray I want to talk about is the One Size Powder Melt Glass Fixing Spray. This is also a glowy setting spray. It is not as heavy glowy as the Pat McGrath. Both of these are clear. I want to say that. They're not putting any pigments on your face. Just in case I'm not clear and you're thinking like I'm talking about glow, a shimmer, something like that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like skin glow. So this one from One Size, when I put it on, it will definitely make me a bit more glowy. And if this is the only spray that I use on my face, I will get glowy way earlier than if I just used a typical like makeup setting spray that's for long wear. This one though, I actually really like to use this in a specific way. And you know, it's a more is more day for me when I'm using this. So this spray I will put on after I do my face and I do my powders. I'll kind of spray this and then I'll do the rest of my makeup. Maybe I'll finish my eyes, I'll put on my lip, I'll put on like my finishing powder, and then I'll go in with like my One Size, my longwear setting spray, or any of my longwear setting sprays. So this is like an additional step for me that does kind of like melt and mesh the powder together and give me a glow, but then I lock it all in with One Size's other setting spray, which I actually need to buy another one of because I just used mine up. That's a holy grail for me, okay? As an oily skin person, that's a holy grail for me. But if you have dry skin, this could be your all-in-one spray because it's not oily, it's not heavy, it's just glowy and beautiful. Ellis Brooklyn recently launched 3 new body sprays and I bought 2 of them. I have banana milkshake and I have mango milkshake. I have to say I like these both a lot. These are both very light scents. Very, very light and very like sweetie, fruity floral. Mango mousse, vanilla, and star jasmine are what this mango milkshake hair and body fragrance mist smells like. This one, I definitely get the mango, and then I get that like sweetness, which makes sense because it's not a mango body spray, it's a mango milkshake. And I really like this one. This is the one that I chose to wear today. Mango is actually like one of my top favorite foods. Like a fresh mango, like one of my top favorite foods. So I love mango. I like these. I think these are at a good price point. They're not as strong as I wish they were. I don't think they last incredibly long, but that's the trade-off with body sprays, right? A little bit lower price point, a little bit lower impact on the scent, but it's a body spray, so that I know that's the trade-off. The other one that I got is the banana milkshake. This one has an even lighter presence than the mango. I definitely feel like I need to reapply this one a little bit quicker, but let me read you the notes of this one because this one is banana milk, pine berry, and rumwood. And again, I get that. It is banana, but that like banana milkshake, you get that sweet kind of gourmand quality. Just know if you're buying these that they are light in fragrance. They're not super strong, so maybe that could be for you. You know what, why don't I just be like a banana mango today? Rituel de Fille is an indie brand that is launching 3 new shades of their Thorn Bite Peptide Plump Cream Lip Oil. These long names, okay, I have to read that, I have to get them out. They're lip oils, okay? I am wearing one today, and I want to talk about these 3 shades that again are limited edition and the charity that Rituel de Fille is supporting with these. Rituel de Fille will be donating to Transgender Law Center Equity Federation, Trans Lifeline, and Stand in Pride. They are also donating to Immigration Equality. This is an organization that specifically advocates for LGBTQIA plus community and immigrants. So I thought that was really, really amazing. Rituel de Fille did say that, of course, you do not have to order their lip oils in their special shades to donate to these organizations. I will, of course, have the information for Rituel de Fille down in the description box. I do have an affiliated discount code with them. It can save you a little bit of money when you're purchasing for this site, but I really love the Thorn lip oil formula. I think it's so beautiful. It's so great. And I gasped when I saw these shades. I wanted to definitely let y'all know the day that they launch because I think this is so amazing. And I love to see a brand supporting charities that are actually doing really, really great work. In the demos of these lip products, I am pairing them with a Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, but just lightly filled in the outer perimeter of my lips, nothing else. I wanted you to be able to see the shades true, how they are, because they are sparkly, they are beautiful, and I'm super, super excited about these. Rituel de Fille also launched contour shades, not bronzers. Cool tones, okay? They sent me 2 of their shades. These are the Inner Glow Cream Pigments. I already know I really enjoy this formula. I really enjoy the shades. I don't really do cool toned contour. I do have an olive undertone, but I am warm leaning. So sometimes cooler tones can just look a little out of place on me. That's a lot of personal preference too. I just usually like to bronze, but I have to say, I want to tell you the formula. I think this is a really nice formula. I think it's really beautiful. And if you are looking for true cool toned contour colors, these could really be for you, especially if you like cream products. And I do think these are really, really nice on olive skin. I'm not a huge contour person, but I was super excited to try these and wanted to let you know. I think the formula and the shade range, beautiful. Now I would love to see some really beautiful goldeny olive bronzers. Okay, please, thank you. Yes, I'll take. I know I have previously reviewed the Tower 28 blushes. I will link that up in the cards for you because I really like this. I think it's a beautiful matte blush formula. They're Get Set blushes, and I really enjoyed it. I really like these. I tried on all the shades in another video if you want to see, but then they launched a new shade, this kind of purpley shade called Pally Punch. And I feel like lavender purpley blushes are so in. And even though like it may not be the best on my skin tone, I think this is fun. I think this is pretty. I felt great and cool when I wore it. I think it's fun. Mix it up, try a different blush color, do something purpley. And for me, makeup it makes me happy. I love to have fun with makeup. I'm not always trying to do like the most flattering thing to look my most beautiful. Sometimes I want to have fun with makeup, and they definitely have shades in the line that are more of like my go-to colors. But this one, I don't regret my purchase at all. I'm super happy. I think it's super cool and different. I am still loving my Tear foundation. I am still loving it, still enjoying the concealer. I did a full video on this where I'm giving you a 3-day wear test. I'm talking about all the claims, my experience, what I like better, like the red cushion foundation or this new liquid foundation. And I just want to follow up. Listen, go watch the video if you want to see it all for yourself. But my follow-up is that I'm still loving it. I'm wearing the foundation again today. I'm loving it. Like, I'm trying it with like almost every primer in my collection. It's a great foundation. The concealer, still really nice. Again, I won't go on and on because I made a full video on it. But I so enjoy this. This is really good. I could not resist this highlighter. This is the shade Butter in Black from NYX, and this is their Buttermelt highlighter. I have not tried this formula yet. I haven't tried the Buttermelt bronzers or blushes. Let me know if I should, if y'all want to see that review from me. But I could not resist. I was like, a black highlighter. Say less. Say less, take my money. NYX got my money. You can see this is almost like a green, black, blue, brown, purple highlighter. It's shifty. And I think this is so fun, okay? This is a fun makeup product. I don't know if it's technically considered eye safe, but I've used it on my face and my eyes, okay? So if it's not eye safe, don't listen to me. You didn't hear that. Listen, I'm not working for the FTC, the FDA, none of them, okay? I think this is so cool. It's a multi-chrome black. Yes, yes, yes. So fun. I bought the new Charlotte Tilbury dual-ended lip crayons. These are the Sculpt and Fill lip cheek contour duo. Yes, Fill and Sculpt. So these are a completely different formula from her lip liners, okay? These lip liners from Charlotte Tilbury, the Lip Cheat Reshape Resize lip liner, they go on. They're not too stiff, they're not too creamy. You have a minute to kind of work with them and blend if you want to, and then they set down and they stay all day. These are a different formula. You get 2 shades, and these are more made to line the lips with the deeper shade and then feather in the lighter shade and use it like your lip color if you want to do that. So they're very different. They're not quite as long wear, but they are still not overly creamy in a way where the lip liner fades and like bleeds out and doesn't keep things in place. But they are more emollient in that it's a little easier to fill the lips in, especially with the lighter shade. And I think it gives a really pretty effect. So if you're expecting to get like 2 shades in her traditional lip liner formula, it's not gonna be that. It's a completely new product, but I really enjoy. And yes, I bought all 4 shades, which I know is excessive, but also like, have you met me? Have you met me? Of course I bought all 4 shades. The Urban Decay Naked Shadow Sticks, I love this. I think this is a great idea from Urban Decay. I think shadow sticks can be such a great way to do like a one and done shadow look. Now, for me, if I am putting this shadow stick anywhere where I have a crease in my eye, like I have deep set eyes and I'm 37. So, you know, I've got wrinkles and crinkles, it's fine. I have a crease here, I have a couple of creases here. If I do that, I need to set these with a powder, a translucent powder or something like that, it's fine. What I typically do with these though is keep them like on the inner corner, or maybe use them as like a base for a shadow in the outer corner, things like that to add like details. That's what I like these for, and I think they're really nice for that. But I'm not somebody who can just put on a shadow stick, tap it in and go. Like it will 100% crease on me if I do that. That's typical for most shadow sticks. I really like using these on the inner corner. So of course, like the lighter shades, I really enjoy for that. I think this was a really cool launch from Urban Decay. And I did a video recently, all of my neutral single one and done shadows. Check that out if you're like, I would really like to add some products like that to my collection, because I'm swatching and talking about everything, and I talk about these more in that video too. Let's talk about the Urban Decay glazed liquid shadows, because these are beautiful in some of the shades. Some of the shades are not quite as nice, and I'm not just talking about the shade, I'm talking about the performance. You'll see what I mean. I really love that these have a brush tip. I think this is very innovative packaging. I think Urban Decay is killing it when it comes to packaging right now. I mean, their Face Bond foundation that they launched last year, innovative, beautiful. We now see Lancome taking that packaging for a skin tint. I love, love, love that packaging. And then to have these liquid shadows in a tube where you shake and then you have the brush so you can blend with that brush, it is genius, not just in concept, but they actually executed. I love that. Let me get that out of the way. Now, I think the lighter shades do great on the eyes. They're beautiful. They give you that sparkle. They give you the ease. They give you exactly what they promised to give you. Super duper beautiful. I'm just dropping them all. Like if you want sparkle, if you want something to complement your look, that one and done, go for these. Now the shade that I had a little more difficulty with was Traffic Jam. This is the only one that I can say, like if you're looking at these, I would say yes. I think you will love them, but don't get Traffic Jam if that's the shade. Because this is a darker shade in nature, I feel that it needs to be a little more opaque, or it just looks like it's not purposeful on the eyes. It looks like maybe it's worn away. But when I try to layer this up too much, it just doesn't work. It looks a little patchy. So the formula, I don't know if it's like the pigments in this one or what, that just aren't working together, but all the other ones I love. Okay, like I really love. I think this is innovative and fun. So These are like a hit, and this is a miss. Divaroon is launching a new collection. This is an independently owned brand. I know I've talked about them here on my channel. If you've been watching my videos, specifically indie videos, you will have seen this brand. This is Dewdrops Part 2. I have Part 1, and they are now launching Part 2. We have these beautiful shades inside. I think this is a beautiful one and done palette. This is a beautiful, easy, effortless. I am wearing it on my eyes today. I put a little bit of bronzer and blush in my crease, my socket, and then I went in with the Dewdrops 2 palette to add some sparkle, some fun. So if you're looking at my eyes and you're like, Heather, what is on your eyes? It's this. It's the Dewdrops palette. I'm so enjoying this. I love indie brands. I love supporting brands that are independently owned. Listen, I'm here for it all day long. So I wanted to let you know about Dewdrops. This is launching soon for sure. And if you watched my video, I did the one and done. I told y'all the neutrals, but I also did one and done iridescent shadows. Check that out if you want to see lots of swatches. But they're launching 2 new highlighters too, which I really enjoy. I think their highlighters are fun. And of course, it's what's on my face today. I'm actually wearing Moonbow today. These are sparkly, these are beautiful, these are fun highlighters. And the shade specifically that I'm wearing today, well, and the other one, the more cool toned one, Rainbow, they're sparkly, but they have this transparency to them that give them like this almost wet look. And like, is she sparkly on her cheeks? Does she have a moonbow on her cheeks? But also like, it's so subtly extra is the best way I can describe it. Like the green highlighter from NYX, the Butter Black, like it's more intense. You're like, oh yes, that is an intense highlighter. And while these are intense because of that like transparent base, they still work. So if you are typically only wearing neutral, subtle highlighters, you want to have something a little extra, play around, do something different, these could be a good step into that like area for you rather than just going in with the straight like multi-chrome highlighter. I am finally ready to follow up and talk about the Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Setting Powder. No, okay? I tried this in a video and it was a while ago because I didn't like the powder. I did not like it. I felt like it just made me look bleh, like nothing. I want a powder that's gonna make me look smooth, poreless, matte, but not flat matte. But I definitely don't want a powder that like finds every pore that I have and gives them names and like child support checks. You know, like they don't need to be like that visible. They don't need to be all intense. I want them to like make my pores go away. This, it's everything that I don't want in a powder. It just makes my under eyes look so worse. Instead of making me look 37, it makes me look 3,037. Listen, Morphe got new owners and they have been on a roll. They are bringing out great products at great price points. And I am a fan. Like, I am a fan. I think they're doing some really great products. Let's talk about their finishing powders, okay? I was gifted these. Some of the things in this video I was gifted, some of these things I was purchased. Just letting you know, if I have any discount codes or anything with these brands, I will put them down below in the description box in a pinned comment. I will link to everything. I will do YouTube shopping. I will do everything I can do. And if you don't want to use any of my links, that's fine, because I'm telling you the name of everything anyway. So these are the Morphe GlamLite Soft Glow Veil Powders. These are beautiful. This is a way that I, as someone with oily skin, like to add glow to my skin. I love to use a glowy finishing powder. Think like Hourglass. I'm not saying this is an Hourglass formula, but I'm saying like Hourglass finishing powders have been around for a long time. I know they're super popular. And this is a glowy finishing powder that I really enjoy. I have used these different ways since I had the deeper shades. I tried them as bronzers. They can be very beautiful, subtle glowy bronzer if you want to do that. There's also lightening shades, so if you want to use this to kind of lighten and brighten under your eyes, something like that, you can do that to set the skin. I just think these are beautiful. They give a beautiful soft glow to my skin that isn't making me look oily, dewy, a greasy mess. Morphe also launched a new concealer. This is the Wake Up Artist Under Eye Correcting Concealer. And this is a beautiful, beautiful formula. The only thing I wish is that they will expand the shade range one day. I would love to have more olivey undertones. I really could make these shades work for me, definitely 100%, but I'm always hopeful for more shades, more undertones, you know, but it's not a bad shade range. The formula, beautiful. It is not too heavy. It is not too thin that it just blends away. It covers. It has a beautiful like medium to full coverage. It's beautiful. If you find concealers like Too Faced Born This Way to be too heavy, if you find like the Natasha Denona to be too heavy, you, I think, will really like this concealer. It's a little bit thinner than those. It doesn't emphasize texture or fine lines. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous product, and they last. They don't emphasize texture, they blend, they give me pigment, and they look very skin-like. In the same formula, they launched color correctors. So the Wake Up Artist Under Eye Correcting Concealer. So if you are someone who likes to use like a red, orange, pinky brightener to kind of color correct before you do your concealers, this is a really beautiful formula. Everything I said about the concealer is true for the correctors. Morphe was not playing around with their Hot Honeys lip oils. These are hot, hot, hot. I burn with these, but these are interesting in that when I put these on, it feels like I ate something really spicy. So it's like hot in a different way. I don't know how to explain it. It's painful. I'm not gonna lie, it's painful. I'm a baby though, when it comes to like lip plumpers. I can't do like Too Faced lip plumping, extreme injection, whatever. I can't do it like I'm a baby. But there's something so burny about these that like hurts so good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, listen, I'm trying my best out here to like explain the burn of these. They're all very sheer. They have honey in them, like Manuka honey to like help hydrate. They're very sheer. You don't need all the shades unless you just want them all. But like if you see them, they're very sheer, clear with like a whisper of color to them. So I don't know, do with that what you will. I have like a love-hate relationship with these to where like I love that I hate that I burn with these. Again, with complexion from Morphe, we have the Sudden Heat Creamy Bronzer Stick. These are a like semi-matte, skin-like matte type of finish. They are pigmented, but not overly pigmented. I have my first impression in a video that I actually did on my friend Karen Harris's channel. I will tag her down below so you can watch that video. We both tried these. You can see it on our different skin tones. It was just a fun, chatty video. But I think this is a really great formula. I'm very, very, very impressed by these. I like these a lot. I even mixed these with like a yellowy color corrector to give myself even more of like that golden glow. And I've used these with a sponge, a brush, my fingers, and I think the formula is really great. I'm telling y'all, Morphe is really doing something cool with these new launches. And they did send me their new eyeshadow palettes too. If y'all haven't seen, they're having new eyeshadow palettes launch. Do you want a video on that? Let me know in the comments. One last thing to talk about from Morphe, and I may have saved the best for last, but then I think back to the powders and I'm like, maybe that's the best. I don't know. Listen, I love these. These are the Cheek Thrills Multi-Finish Face Trios. And I have used all of these. I don't think I have clips of me applying all of these, but I have used them all. So a lot of people are saying, is this a dupe for the one size trios? And I have to say no, these are different. And I get why you would think like, yeah, they're the same, okay? Because you have the three, right? But what's different is we have a cream blush, and the highlighter blush topper product is also a cream. So that is very different. And then we get one powder product in here, which is the matte blush at the bottom. I really enjoy these. I think these are beautiful. Layer them on top of powders, they work great. My favorite way is to put all my creams and powders down like separately. Do all my creams and then my powders, but you can do both ways. I also have to point out something that I think we should really notice is that the packaging is all specific to the shade. So when I have been using these and I want a shade, I don't have to open them or memorize the names and flip them over and look and try to remember the name, or I just open them all. I can see right away what color it is, and that Morphe paid for. Like, they paid for it. They did not say like, oh, we're gonna cut cost on the packaging. They kept the packaging with the convenience of the user in mind. So if you have more than one shade, you know exactly what you're reaching for. I'm like, I can't fit them all in my hand. I have the other ones here. I just enjoy this. It's a beautiful formula. The matte blush is matte but blendable. The glowy cream product, really nice, beautiful formula. The cream that's not the glowy shimmery one, beautiful. So impressed by these. This is an amazing launch from the brand. I'm not loving, not enjoying, not gonna use anymore the Physicians Formula Butter Glow and Go. Butter Glow and Go. There we go. This is in the shade Berry and Tan, okay? This, for me, I can't make it work, okay? I tried it different ways. When I show you all these demos, that doesn't mean that's the only time I tried it, right? Like, I tried them multiple times. I said that earlier, but just to reiterate, this lifts anything I have underneath. If I have on a foundation, it will lift it. If I have on concealer, if I have my face set with powder, absolutely not. If I do it before I set with powder, it's gonna lift everything underneath, and it just doesn't layer or blend well for me. I don't like it. And the times I have tried it, I have been like, okay, so my makeup's just not gonna look that great today. It is what it is. Like, no matter how much I work with it, yeah, I don't like this. Let's get into bronzer. I have a lot of bronzers to talk about. Let's start with a win. Let's start with my favorite. Okay, this is the Hoola Wave from Benefit. This is in the shade medium, and this is a bronzing balm. So this is basically a cream bronzer. It's like a balm cream, okay? I love this. I love this. This is a sheer buildable bronzer. I love that. It is not a cream bronzer that you are going to put on and wham bam pigment straight out of the gate. So bear that in mind. To me, this is a very easy, effortless product to use. I can go in, I can look, and then I can add more if I want to. I can definitely build it, but to me, this is just such a easy, effortless product because it doesn't require a ton of thought. It's very like skin, perfected skin, bronze glowy goddess type of vibes. Love. And I did buy a new powder bronzer as well. I talked about this. I'll show you the clips comparing it to the old because I bought Hoola Medium. I compared it to the old Hoola Caramel. And this is the bronzer that I'm wearing today too. I think it's super beautiful, super pretty. If you have a similar skin tone to me, if you are olive leaning warm and you like the same type of tones that I do, I think you will really get on with the Hoola Medium. It is not too dark. It's just a very healthy bronze, very effortless, just very effortless on my skin. Moving over to the Dior bronzer. This is the Dior Forever Nude Bronze in the shade 30 Tan. This is a matte bronzer. It's not my perfect tone that I go for. I would say my favorite of all time is my Caramel Cutie from Fenty. I love that bronzer. Of course, I have others that I really like too, but I always just think of that one because of the undertones. Everything gives me what I want. This one is a very sheer bronzer. I'm in the second to deepest shade, and it's very sheer on me. So do with that what you will. I don't know how this is gonna work for everyone because there's only one shade deeper. It's very sheer. I really feel like I have to dig in there. Again, I don't mind sheer products like the Benefit if it's sheer because it's meant to be sheer. I don't like when just to get sheer, I have to really like scratch my brush in there to pick up product. It's nice, like I don't hate it, but if I'm like somebody, a crazed makeup maniac comes in here, steals every bronzer from me, my mind is not immediately going to, oh my gosh, I need to run out and replace this. I will use it. I bought it, but if it was gone, I wouldn't cry myself to sleep at night. I also picked up the LYS No Limits matte bronzer, and I bought the shade Courage. This is not a new product, it's just a new to me product. I didn't have it. I've been recommended this bronzer so many times, so I decided to buy it, and I think it's nice. I think it's nice. It is a matte bronzer. It is pigmented. It goes on beautifully. I think it's really nice. It's good. It's not holy grail favorite, but I really like it. So I wanted to follow up on that one. And last but not least is the Palm Royale Cabana Club Blurring Bronzer from Polite Society. I like this, but I like the one from Benefit so much more. The tone of the Benefit is so much better for me. This one is more of like a true neutral color. It's nice, but it's not my favorite. This is a little more dry in formula. It's not as creamy as the Hoola Benefit one is, so you may like that better. But for me, it's not terrible. I just don't really want to reach for it because the undertone is a little off for me. If they expand the shades, I could see myself trying this again because I think the formula is nice. It's just, I mean, undertones, especially in bronzer, make so much of a difference. Bare Minerals sent me their Complexion Rescue Bronzers. Yes, you heard me right. Bronzers, blush bronzer mixed. This is a really beautiful formula. These are glowy and beautiful on the cheeks. They're very sheer. So these are more for skin tint days. They're not for full coverage glam days. For me, in my opinion, what I like these on days where I'm doing very light coverage, very minimal, very glowy skin, very healthy. Is she wearing makeup or does she just eat vitamins and vegetables and, you know, like the birds sing to her? Like, is it that? That's what these are. I really like these, but they're sheer if you're going for that full glam. They're for a skin tint day, easy, effortless vibes type of day. I hope that you enjoyed all the speed reviews. I love following up. Like I said, it's so important to me to test and try things, and I absolutely love it, but I love following up because I want you to know my full thoughts, my full review. Let's talk all things makeup down in the comments. Please do subscribe, but I would love to hear if you've tried any of these, if they're on your wish list. Let me know. Let's chat.